afternoon, Callaway County. We're so excited to be here today. My name is Megan Terry, and I'm a junior agriculture education major at Murray State University. And I'm going to let my co-facilitator introduce herself.
Hey y'all, my name is Shelby, and I'm a freshman at Murray State.
So today we're going to be talking about the power of positivity, and I wanted to go over a few objectives for today. Okay, so we are going to identify our personal energy vampires, and we'll talk a little bit more in a little bit about what an energy vampire is. We're going to learn why positivity is important, and eventually we're going to talk about starting a positive movement, kind of like the Pay It Forward campaign, if any of y'all are familiar with that. So, and before we can talk about positivity, I want you all to think about how negativity has impacted your life, and I want you all to sit here and reflect and write about an instance, maybe somebody said something negative to you or did something bad to you that maybe it happened a long time ago and it has stuck with you, or maybe it's been a recent occurrence. But let's just kind of take a few minutes to reflect, and you can keep it to yourselves, but just go ahead and write about that. Alright, if you all just want to set those aside and you can fold them or put them in your pocket, we're not going to discuss them for a while. But now we have an activity that you all are going to use that's going to kind of serve as a metaphor of the damage that negativity can cause in your life. So Shelby and I are going to pass toothpicks out to all of you all.
Okay, so you guys should all have some styrofoam in front of you. And this is what you're going to be using the toothpicks for. And so I guess the best way to explain it would be every time, like when you stab a toothpick into the fork, which is what you're going to do in a second, I just want you to look at like the physical effect that it has. And everybody just, stick a toothpick in the styrofoam and just watch it see it.
Okay, stop. And leave your toothpicks in the foam. So, as you all can see, the foam is now damaged and it has holes in it that we are not ever going to be able to replace or make the foam back into what it originally was. And the puncturing of the foam just represents negative things that have been said to us, negative words and negative experiences that we've had that people have maybe not always treated us the way we're supposed to, or maybe that we haven't always treated other people the way they were supposed to. And Shelby's going to talk a little bit more about like apologies.
So I'm going to read to you guys what this says here about an apology, because I feel like it's just a good standard definition. Sometimes, we think we know what an apology is, but sometimes it's good just to get a definition. And it's a regretful acknowledgement of a personal fault of an offense or failure. And this is a necessary step to kind of fix what you've done or whenever you hurt somebody. So even though you might regret when you hurt somebody's feelings or done or said something you shouldn't have, just because you feel that regret doesn't necessarily make it better. I think you need to take it to the next step and apologize. That can sometimes be the hardest part, is admitting you were wrong and telling somebody else that I messed up in this situation. So now you're going to take the toothpicks out of the foam.